Anxiety has risen over 370% and depression 374% since January of 2020, according to the Mental Health America Association. And people are really struggling to manage their emotions, even the best of them. And I've seen large and small influences be broken internally with what is going on. So today I'm going to talk to you about the 4 internal resources that help you become emotionally stronger and more flexible. So you never have to feel overwhelmed again, and you'll gain the emotional flexibility to continue to thrive. And these are the 4 foundational elements I invite you to learn to become more emotionally resilient and flexible. For leading transformation and life-changing strategies for anxiety and depression, subscribe to my channel and select the bell to notify you when I post a video every Tuesday. I have worked with individuals and children and picked up patterns of behaviors and skills that show me if they will do well as adults, so I'm sharing them with you today. At the moment, you may be feeling or thinking, how do I navigate through all the stressors that are happening externally and internally? And you may be feeling overwhelmed and wondering, how do I get my footing again? And you also may be experiencing anxiety, grief, depression, loneliness, and other symptoms. So let's dive into the 4 internal sources that help you become stronger. First resource, I call them the rules of engagement. And the rules of engagement are about rules in 2 different areas. One is how we play and interact with others, and second, how we treat ourselves. So let's talk about playing well with others. So what are your rules? Does that include no drugs, violence, native gossiping? And are you looking for people who are kind, supportive, listening to you, and tell you the truth in a way you can hear it? Just because we're socially distant doesn't mean these rules are no longer in play. They are a way to have healthy boundaries and living with one another. Number 2, how do you treat yourself? Okay, are you running yourself to exhaustion physically and mentally? Are you saying no when you know, honestly, you can't help or do something? And do you know when you have reached your limit and need time for yourself? Do you take it? And are you asking for what you need? And are you making yourself wrong for not knowing how to handle this pandemic and being a mom, teaching the kids relationship issues you haven't been able to resolve? Second resource, in making decisions that are right for you. And one of the things I've noticed and observed about what is happening, being socially distant is what we have tolerated in the past, and issues we haven't been able to resolve are coming to the forefront, and we can no longer do it. And we are aware it's not making us happy, and we don't have the skill set, the tool set, and the mindset to get past what is unresolved in our lives. What I want you to know is that all of this is fixable. We just need to learn some tools and skills and strategies to help us move past it. Comment below and let me know which one you are struggling with at the moment. Okay, the 3rd internal resource is auto-regulating. And this is about learning how to calm yourself down. This is an area a lot of people are struggling with. This sometimes shows up as anger, sadness, outbursts, tantrums, passive-aggressive behaviors, just to name a few. This is a skill that is learned early in our childhood development and throughout our lifespan development. And right now, many individuals and parents alike have a hard time with it. Learning to calm ourselves down is a vital skill to learn and practice. Here's a strategy to get you started. The first one is hit the pause button. Recognize you need to take a pause and go to the bathroom, bedroom, or office and close the door. Do what calms you down and acknowledge you are upset at the moment. Give yourself permission to be right where you are without making yourself wrong or having to fix it or change it. All right, resource number 4 internally is practicing self-care. And this is a grown-up term for playing. Kids naturally know how to do that. When we take time for play and self-care, we are able to shift our perspective, walking things out. It's like we are walking out the problem or the upset. Now, practicing self-care and playing also helps us to intervene and process our experiences. And I invite you to keep in mind movement for your body and quieting mind activities for self-care or play. And these include walking, hiking, biking, cycling. Activities for movement and quieting mind can also include like drawing, coloring, journaling, painting, cleaning. Okay? So now you know the internal The resources that regulate and support your emotional well-being. One is creating rules of engagement with yourself and others. The second one is making decisions that work for you. The third one is practicing how to calm down. And four, practicing self-care. Now, I've created my Resilience Startup Toolkit for Uncertain Times to help you create your personal toolkit and open to possibilities and create a more positive mindset to overcome the anxiety and stress so you feel stronger and confident handling your emotions. Click the link below for more information about my program. Check out these videos next on how to up your emotional toolkit skills. The 3-step resilience formula during uncertain times for grown-ups, because there's one for kids, and the 5 thought belief busters to stop repetitive thoughts. If you like this video, hit that like button to subscribe and share it with your friends.